welcome back to my channel. I'm Jan and this is Let's Chat with Jan. So I know you guys see from the topic right now what we're getting ready to get into, but before we do, go ahead, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Make sure you turn on the post notification bell so every single time I post a new video, you'll be the first to be notified. When is it time to leave a toxic relationship? Now, before we dive a little bit deeper into this topic, I'm just gonna let you guys know, a little disclosure, I'm gonna be looking down at my phone from time to time, just because I wrote down a couple pointers that I want to touch on, and I just want you guys to just bear with me. We're gonna be going over just a few of, some of the ideal reasons and causes on why you should leave a toxic relationship and when it's time to. Just some little pointers to kind of give you a heads up or a clue on when to leave this toxic relationship. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. So the first thing I would say is that it's time to leave pretty much a toxic relationship when nothing is going right anymore. You've tried everything, but it's like everything that you're doing now becomes an issue for that person. You're not washing the dishes right, or the place is a mess even though you just cleaned it. Just little random petty excuses, honestly. So with that being said, that's one clue where you can say, you know what, it's time to go. Another clue is when the communication is no longer. When I mean the communication is no longer, is that there's a lack of communication. Nobody really communicates, whether you're not communicating with your partner or your partner's not communicating with you on certain things that you guys used to communicate on, as far as bills, if there's children, communicating about the children, the coming and the goings, just certain things that you guys normally communicate about. That communication line has now cut. So that's reason number two. That's another reason, another way to know that, okay, it's time to go, especially if you have tried to communicate with this person or with your partner over and over and over, and it just seems to not get anywhere. You've tried everything. You've tried talking to them. You've tried writing a letter, texting them, calling them, just trying everything, pretty much exhausting all of your options, and it just doesn't work out. Let's see. Number three, I would say, controlling behaviors. I did mention this in one of my red flag video. So if you guys didn't get a chance to watch that one, go ahead and watch my video about red flags, and that will give you some insight or heads up on what some of the red flags are, and one of those behaviors is controlling behavior. There are other things as far as dishonesty, resentment, negative financial behaviors. And when I say negative financial behaviors, you're just splurging. That person, your partner, is just pretty much splurging, knowing that you guys are trying to save for a house, or save for a car, or save for the children's college fund or something, or just want to be able to have that money to go and use for something more productive, but your partner is pretty much just out there splurging, buying whatever, whenever, and just pretty much don't care about saving a dime for a rainy day. So that is another thing that I have also researched, that I found that will be another cause in you leaving the relationship, when knowing that is part of what I can say, financial abuse, where it comes to just abusing financials. That's simple, right? That's just pretty much exactly what that is. Not having a care or worry on what needs to get paid, and then turn around and then, bills are due still, because and then there's no money because your partner ended up splurging whatever on whatever, whenever. So that's another thing is, I'm just gonna go back to communication real quick. With the communication, when I say communication, lack of communication, it's not just only lack of communication, but there's also toxic communication as well. When you try to talk to your partner about certain things and they're cursing you out, calling you names, shutting you down, shutting you up, just all of that, that's all toxic communication. It's cursing, it's, you know, it just and it goes from there to something else, then it may get physical, then, you know, something may be said to kind of hurt your feelings. So that's also a part of the communication, where when it becomes toxic communication, just know that it's know your self-worth, know that you love yourself more than you love that next person. You must always love yourself first. Self-love it has to be, and it is very important. Love on yourself. Don't let anybody talk to you or treat you any kind of way and just you sit there and accept it, because it's totally unacceptable. So I would say that would be another reason to leave a toxic. So what I'm giving you guys right now is just pointers on just so that you can kind of keep an eye out. If you're contemplating leaving a toxic relationship, these are some of the main signs on why you should leave this relationship, because it only will get mentioned in my previous videos, the red flag video, especially the red flag video, what is abuse video as well. You guys go back and check out one of my first, I think it's the first or the second, or just go back and check the video. You guys will go back and look at that one, and you'll be able to watch that video all the way through so that you can get some type of main pointers on what is abuse, some of the main red flags. And now in this video, I'm speaking on some of the most common reasons to leave a toxic relationship. Right. So let's go ahead and touch on I just want to touch on this real quick. Like I said, I'm going to keep looking down at my phone because I did jot certain things down in my notes that I wanted to make sure that I touch on in this video. So bear with me. Okay. But before we go on to the next topic, or not topic, but the next pointer that I have, go ahead, like, share, comment on this video. Let me know in the comments below if you are contemplating leaving a toxic relationship and you're pretty much at a standstill. You're not sure what you should do, where you should go. Thinking about putting another pointer in my notes. I'm gonna kind of try to remember that one. If you are contemplating leaving this toxic relationship and you really don't have anywhere to go, there are places out there that you can reach out to. When I say toxic relationship, I mean any form of abuse, verbal, physical, emotional, mental, spiritual abuse that also becomes toxic. I know there's a lot of us, because I have done it myself. When I was in a toxic relationship, I pretty much just looked for the light at the end of the tunnel. Let's just put it that way. And with me looking for the light at the end of the tunnel, it kept me in this, I know he will change, I hope he will change. And it just kept me in this cycle of just keep hoping and wishing and, you know, hoping that there will be some type of positive change, but it never came. When you're in a toxic relationship, and if your partner is the one that's toxic and they are not willing or ready to change, it's time to go. You have to know yourself and love yourself enough not to stay in that relationship. It will only get worse if there's no signs, no type of, you know, effort to change or, you know, seek some type of help or anything like that. It's time to go. It's time to leave that relationship. So let's go on. I want to go ahead and touch on this next one. So pretty much this is like how to leave a toxic relationship and still love yourself, because a lot of people feel like when they're in that toxic relationship, which, like I mentioned in one of my previous videos, I also did think that at one point that was love. It definitely is not. Okay, it's not love. Real love does not hurt. It does not get angry. It doesn't hit you. It doesn't yell at you. It doesn't put you down. But love is just so welcoming. Real, true, genuine love is, you have to learn how to love yourself first, and then you can love others, right? What I would say in this sense is you can seek help. Some people in toxic relationships need help from friends or family, and professionals, so that they can commit to that specific change. So when you finally end up leaving that toxic relationship, seek help. Talk to a friend, talk to a counselor, a therapist. You can talk to certain people that you know that will help you to get to where you need to be. Counseling is one, going to therapy is one, praying is another one. That's the main one that I do. Like I mentioned in my depression video, I do suffer from depression, but I don't let it get the best of me. I get the best of it. I make sure that I stand firm, and I went and sought some help, and now I am feeling a lot better now that I was able to go seek that help. And that's pretty much the same thing coming out of a toxic relationship. It can cause you to slip into stress, slip into anxiety, depression, and this is the main reason why you should seek this help coming out of a toxic relationship. So that's one thing. Also, make sure that you express how you feel. Don't hold anything back. During a toxic relationship, when you're in that relationship, you tend to kind of, because you're so used to being shut up and shut down, you tend to bottle all those feelings in. And you don't express it. You don't tell anyone. You just pretty much keep it to yourself, because maybe you feel like no one cares, nobody will listen, because that probably was told to you, like nobody cares, nobody's gonna listen to you, nobody's gonna believe you. It's not true. There's people out there that will believe you, will help you, and everything. So make that decision to do something better for yourself. You are loved. You are worth everything good. You are worth love. You are worth being loved. You are worth smiling for and smiling at. And you just smile, just go look in the mirror and smile at yourself. Build that self-love. I know it sounds funny and it may sound weird to just go look in the mirror and just smile at yourself, but I do it all the time. And I tell myself that I'm so beautiful. You know why? Because I know that I am. I was told so many times that, yeah, I'm beautiful, but, and there was like a but behind it. But no, there is no but. When I'm beautiful, period. That's it. If you can't realize that, there's more to be just being beautiful. Surround yourself with positivity. Surround yourself with people that are going places, people that has positive attitudes, positive mindsets, positive atmosphere and environment. Because if you continue to put yourself in a negative environment or negative atmosphere, or even hang around people that with negative or bad energy, you're going to end up slipping back into a toxic relationship, whether it's a toxic friendship relationship or a regular toxic relationship again. You may even be toxic to your own self. So it's best to surround yourself with positivity. Read positive books. Read books of affirmations, self-love affirmations. And then make sure that when you do that, you stick with your decision. You stick with your decision to say, no, I deserve everything good. I deserve to be loved. I deserve to have to laugh. I deserve to just have. You can do that. Stick with your decision. I deserve to be with somebody that's going to treat me the way how I need and should be treated and want to be treated. You want to be with someone that's going to love on you, that's going to make sure that you're okay, that's not going to call you names or cow you down or just, dismiss you. They're not going to ask you something and then do something totally different, ask your opinion and then do something totally different. They're going to make sure they take your opinion and your suggestion into consideration. Why? Because they actually do care and they actually take your opinion as something valuable. Know your worth. Know that you're valuable. Know that you are worthy to be loved. I have gone through this myself, guys, and I am so empowered within myself that I'm out here, and the reason why I make these videos for you guys is not only self-therapeutic for myself, but it is also words of advice, words of wisdom, and things that I have gone through my own self and things that I have learned from and move forward. So this is why I'm able to just sit here and make content for you all on these different topics. You don't have to be in a relationship because he has potential. Potential can't pay your bills. Okay? Let's get that straight. Potential cannot pay your bills. You want to be with somebody that not only has ambition, but they're actually doing something. They're actually going places, doing something positive. Somebody that's going to uplift you and make you happy. That's who you need to surround yourself with. Whether it's a friendship, relationship, and just any professional setting, relationship wise, as far as like work relationship, running your business, and you have employees that are pretty much toxic. If that's not the environment that you want to be around and you don't want that in your circle, you have every God-given right to dismiss it from your circle. Please hear me when I say that. I have learned that, and I've known that now I cut people off. I cut them off. Family, friends, whoever. If I'm working with you and I feel like you're being toxic or you're negative all the time, I just don't want that energy in my circle. So guess what? I dismiss you quickly and then I don't feel bad about it. So when you dismiss these people from your life because you're trying to do better and you are going to do better, you have to speak that into existence and do better. And because you're doing better, you don't want that negative energy coming into your circle. You are in charge of who comes in and who goes out of your life. You are in charge of you. You are in charge of your heart. You are in charge. When you see these signs that I have mentioned, it's time to leave this toxic relationship. Know when enough is enough. Some women and some men that are in toxic relationships, they're afraid to whether leave. There's kids or no kids. They're afraid to leave, and I can attest for this as well, because that was me at one point. I was afraid to leave too. But I had to think about myself. And I thought about myself in the long run. And I said, do I want to keep doing this? I'm going to look old before my time. And I refuse to look old before my time. Let anything or anybody make me end up looking old before my time. But when you're in a toxic relationship like that, you put on so much stress. You have anxiety and you get depressed. And with that, it makes you feel like you're not worthy. It makes you look old. It makes you feel like, why am I even here? I'm telling you guys, like, I have been there and I've done that. And honestly, I'm so happy with where I am now because I decided to take a stand over my own life. Of course, with God's help. And I took a stand with my own life physically, and I said enough is enough. I don't want to continue to be in this toxic relationship. And it's going to continue to be like this forever. At what point am I going to be happy? And I had to ask myself that question. Do I want my kids to witness this and go through it when they get older? No. Am I going to sit here and allow this to go on for years and years, 10, 20, 30 years later? No. I deserve happiness. I deserve peace. I deserve love, every bit of it. And it starts with yourself. You have to love you first before you can love anybody else. Fall in love with yourself again. All right, guys. So I thank you guys for chatting with me. Make sure you guys comment down below and let me know what you guys think and what, if you are going through a toxic relationship or if you're in a toxic relationship right now, comment down below and let me know what are certain things that you have witnessed in your toxic relationship that may have you contemplating should you leave. And I'll get back with you in the comments. Just comment down below. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and turn on the post notification bell so every single time I post a new video, you'll be notified. Thanks for chatting with me.